Okay, guys. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about something which I think is very important. So the thing I want to talk about is being, forced to do things in life. So for me personally, in life, I had a lot of experiences whereby I was forced to do things which I didn't want to do, but actually benefited me in the future. And the perfect example I can give for this will be going to school. So when I was young, and I think this is something common with like a lot of us, you kind of want to just drop out and or maybe you don't want to drop out, but like when I was in fifth grade, I was like, oh, come on, bro, I just want to sit at home and play Minecraft all day. I don't want to go to school. I just want to play Minecraft, play all these games and like just have a good time with myself, sit at home, you know. And a part of your brain is it's really forgetting that in life, if you want to actually have the phone to play Minecraft, if you want to actually, have the resources to play Minecraft and buy Minecraft, then you're gonna find out that you need money to buy these things. Without cash, you won't be able to buy a phone. You won't have a phone or whatever device you use to play. You won't have money to purchase these things. You're so used to relying on like your parents or someone older than you, your caretaker, to buy you all these kind of resources. You won't have the ability, and you kind of like you'll subconsciously be relying on them. So you're gonna be sitting at home, play Minecraft, open the freezer, open the fridge, you take some juice, you take some cake, you eat some a bunch of junk food, and then you go back to play Minecraft, completely forgetting that like all of this money, all of this things that you're taking from the fridge, all of the your phone, the phone you're playing Minecraft on, you forget that you require money to buy those things. You need money to get those things. And the point I'm trying to make is basically sometimes in life, when you're forced to do things, they really help you out. If I had the freedom to choose if I want to go to school or not, then at this point I won't have the ability to read. Like, there are a lot of people out there who didn't go to school and they really, really wish they went to school. Cause, going to school, and this is just an example. I'm not trying to encourage, it's not a video meant to inspire you to go to school or whatever. It's the perfect example I can give you. So if I had to drop out in grade five, then I would be illiterate right now. I would literally won't be able to read, navigate on phones, like how to do your own things, how to read. Like imagine you walking in the mall and you see all these signs like above you saying if you want to go to a certain location, go here. If you want to go to another location, go here. You see all these signs, but then like you aren't able to read them. It's so sad, and I really feel sorry for people who didn't go to school, and I like they should really take a step to you know, at least try and be literate. You should be able to read and write. That's the basic thing you need to be having as a human. So if I had the freedom in grade five to drop out if I wanted to, I would literally drop out of school, and at this point, I wouldn't be able to read. And I did not appreciate or realize that how important this thing is until now, until I actually like see that there are actually people in this world who don't know how to read, and it's so sad because like it's a very fundamental skill, and that idea can be branched into multiple fields. Me personally, like if my father doesn't like force me to do things, or throughout my entire history, right, if he did not force me to do things, if he don't force me to wash my clothes, if he don't force me to get up in the morning, do this, do that, I would be so lazy, I would be so messed up right now, and my mindset would be completely off. And I think that's a very core reason as to why people are built the way they are, because they had a lot of freedom. You find a lot of people, they got so much freedom to choose that, hey, I don't want to go to school, hey, I want to wake up whenever I want to. And some people actually have the ability to like perform without being asked to do so, or without being forced to do so. Some people have that, but for me, I don't I it's a goal I'm trying to achieve. But I'm not gonna hold back and be like, I can't work, I can't rely on myself to work, so I'm just gonna chill until I finally able to rely on myself. That's why even like getting a mentor for things like whatever, if it comes to like a math test that you're about to write, getting a private mentorship and private tutoring to help you out can really, really help you out, because you'll see that you have someone to guide you and someone to actually force you to do the work, because sometimes you need to be forced to do the work, because it's like you can't expect a lazy person to fix a lazy person. If I'm socially anxious and I'm afraid of speaking to people, I can't teach myself. Now over time, like maybe I can get used to it, I can get mature, and this is what actually happens about like my idea. Like if you throw yourself in a field and you're socially anxious, and like eventually you throw yourself in the field so many times that eventually you see that, hey, I actually have the ability to speak with people, or I'm not that afraid of being in public anymore. That's just maturity. It's growth. It happens over time. So you need to allow the time, as you age, you're going to start realizing that certain things don't matter so much. Me personally, I always used to worry about my teeth and like how people see my teeth. Like I literally used to hold back so many areas in my life just because I believe my teeth was ugly. I believe that, if people see my mouth, they'll be repulsed. Like my mouth is repulsive to people. And as I've been in the workforce for the past, after since I graduated from high school, I've been in the workforce. I've been like, trying to like develop as a person. uh I slowly started to care less about my teeth. Like I don't really care that much about my teeth anymore, because when I'm at work, I that's like no one really cares. You look at other people, be like, yo, everyone else, like, if you see someone else's teeth are yellow, you'll be like, this guy is like the most social guy I know, but his teeth are yellow. If my teeth were like super yellow like that, I would not be able to open my mouth. And then you kind of just realize that, yo, bro, like, I shouldn't be holding myself back because of these small insecurities. It's just a little piece of whatever. You weren't asked to be born that way. It's just how it is. So also another point which I wanted to make is, yeah, getting a mentor. Getting a mentor is very good. It's very nice to have someone to tell you to do the work. And the ultimate goal is independency. And you know, maybe some people will agree with what I'm saying, and some people won't agree with what I'm saying. But for me personally, I think this is a step which I need to take in order to actually, like, develop and like, I feel like I've been trying a bunch of things, and I just realized that whenever I'm forced to do things, or whenever I have to do something for someone else other than myself, I thrive a lot. Like I really do thrive. If I have to help someone else, I would do a way better job at helping someone else than I would at helping myself out. And when I say helping myself out, I mean doing something for myself. So that's basically what I'm trying to say. And what's the point of this video? What's the point of this video? The point of this video is like, you know, sometimes you need to be forced by someone else to get the work done. And eventually over time, if you've been forced for 10 years or 5 years, because sometimes your brain can really like be like, what, so you tell me it's going to take 5 to 10 years to become a better person? Then your brain will start like thinking about all these bad situations, and you'll be like, oh my bro, like I can't wait for 5 to 10 years. It's too long, bro. I want to be confident now. I want to be able to speak with people now. I want to be able to engage in society now. I want to be disciplined now. Then your mindset needs to stop being that way, and you just need to accept the fact that time will need to pass. And yeah, if you're being forced to do something for like a year, for entire year, you're forced to wake up at 6 a.m, you're forced to do this, you're forced to do that, all of a sudden it becomes routine. All of a sudden you're waking yourself up. All of a sudden you're seeing the results of it for yourself. You see, yo bro, look at me, like I'm actually getting jacked. You look in the mirror one day, you be like, oh bro, I actually have muscle now. You look you see every day, you just subconsciously pick your bed up. You don't even realize you're picking your bed up. It's just so routine. And you'll be like, damn, had I stopped, then I would not be this person. And that's the point I'm trying to make, guys. So if you like this video, hit that like button, share this video so more people can, join our group, and actually, like, we can start engaging with each other. We can share ideas, and we can all try to become better people. And see you guys in the next one. Love you guys, and hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so whenever I post a video, you can be updated first. And see you guys in the next one.